This or that. This or that. This or that. This or this or this or this or this or this or this. Get out of my house! Boom! We're playing this or that, basically either or. I have asked you guys on Discord to give me some challenging this or that's, and these have all come from my Discord, so if you are in there, thank you very much for these. The first one coming from The Venom. Retire from YouTube or step into the ring. Oh my God. I'm gonna take it at face value and say retire from YouTube means I can never make a YouTube video again. Can't be in the Sidemen videos, whatever. Step into the ring, I'm gonna take as like I have to fight someone that isn't ridiculous. Like I'm not fighting Tyson Fury, but I'm also not having an easy fight. I would step into the ring. I'm not gonna retire from YouTube, and if I have to carry on by fighting someone, I would. Saying that, if you offered me £5 million to fight someone, I probably wouldn't do it. Young money mint in the room, you know. That's what I'm talking about. And then if that doesn't work, easy. Spencer says only watch YouTube or only watch Netflix. The issue with this one is I react to YouTube videos, so I can't do that anymore, which is quite a large percentage of my content. But I watch a lot of Netflix with Talia, and we watch a lot of shows, and that would... I would have to say only watch YouTube. Firstly, it's a job, and secondly, I can find stuff on there to like. Whereas Netflix, I can find stuff there I like, obviously, but can't do a lot of content. That is a really hard one, though. But I think I'm going to have to choose YouTube. Let me know. What would you guys choose? I assume most of you would choose Netflix. Actually, would you? I don't know. Sunday says fight JJ in a serious boxing fight or punch Toby in the face. Punch Toby in the face.
Why would you do that?
Hang on. I know everyone just went, what? I think I'm very weak. So me punching Toby in the face isn't gonna do that much to him. And if I'm fighting JJ in a serious fight, I have to try and punch him in the face. So I'm punching one of my friends regardless. But one of them involves me getting seriously beaten up. I'm sorry, Toby, but you're getting your face clarted.
Toby! It's alright. Toby!
Toby, bro. Let me go hugs. Go hugs.
Sidemen 100 million subs. Miniminter 100. I assume that is 100 million subs because one would be good and one would be awful. It's a tough choice, but I honestly, thank you, Peyton Lopez, for this. I would choose the Sidemen having 100 mil. Even though the Sidemen having 100 mil is like each of us having, what is that, 12 and a half or something like that? 13 million? Me having 100 million subs, I feel like I wouldn't have earned it. Sidemen, I don't think we deserve 100 million subs, but we are producing very good content in my eyes all the time. And I think also, you know, why would I not want my friends to succeed as well as me? Sebastian, filming more Sidemen Among Us, filming more Sidemen IRL. Ooh, that's hard. The thing is, when we film more Sidemen Among Us, we normally film it, we wake up, we film that with a couple guests, and the vibe's normally very good. When we film more Sidemen IRL, we go to the studio and we film 5-6 videos, and it's a long day. The vibe can do this. It can start amazing. It can go down. It could start terrible, get better. It could be good the whole time. Could be bad. Videos might be stinkers. I do love hosting. I think I'm going to go with Among Us. I think the moments we get with Among Us, the constant variety of guests, the editing on it, I think Among Us is just goated. That's why the Among Us videos almost do as well as our main channel videos sometimes. Dabs, have JJ wee on your hands or let Mr. Methane let it rip in your face. JJ weeing on your... Nah, it's JJ weeing on my hands, 100%. It's grim. Just wash. If it's on your clothes, take your clothes off, done. Mr. Methane letting it rip in my... Firstly, don't know the Don. Old man. I don't want an old man in my face. Secondly, could that not give you pink eye? Poo particles going in your face, going in your eye. You have pink eye. Oh, and you know, you might be able to taste it like that scene from Click where he farts in his face and he's like, I taste shit. I'd have JJ wee on my hands. JJ's famous, bro. I'd let David Beckham pee on my hands. That's a bit weird.
No, not at all. Not at all.
If he sees that, I didn't mean it. Pina says, travel first class everywhere, but only stay in 2-star hotels or stay in 5-star hotels, but fly in a middle seat in economy every time you fly. Oh. Immediately, I thought this was easy, and I would have said the hotels. I'm thinking, you know, I go to France, Spain, Italy, anywhere like that. 2-hour, 3-hour flight, calm, little bit squeezed or whatever, might need to get up and pee. And then you get a luxury hotel when you get there. But I fly to America, Canada, Australia, Japan, Thailand, anywhere that's like a long haul flight. Economy calm. The middle seat is what jars me out. If I can sleep on the edge, like the window seat, and I can put my head there. If I can sleep on the aisle and have my legs out a bit. A 2-star hotel. Purely based on the time aspect, I would spend more time in the hotel than I would on the plane. So I'm gonna have to go 5-star hotel, middle seat in economy. Doddy asks, one of the Sidemen to cook your dinner or Zerka's Dr. Pepper pizza? Josh's Dr. Pepper pizza, if you haven't seen it, by the way, is disgusting. Was it actually? No, wait. Was it bad? His pizza wasn't even that bad. If it's like JJ cooking me dinner, I'd go for the pizza. If it's Toby cooking me dinner, I would trust him. I'd probably rather have Ethan cook a meal for me. Josh can cook very basic things. Harry, he normally messes up everything. JJ and Vic, I don't trust. 2/3 of the Sidemen I would rather than that Dr. Pepper pizza. So I'm going to choose one of the Sidemen to cook your dinner. Tin Man, see what you're doing and where you are in the future, or go back to a certain time to fix something you regret. I would love to see what I'm doing or where I am in the future. Like, I'd love to see where am I in 5 years? Where am I in 10 years? Because it would make me feel very good about myself knowing that something's gone right or whatever. But I don't want to know. If something's gone wrong, it's going to ruin the rest of my life. I think seeing the future would kind of ruin a lot. Whereas go back to a certain time to fix something you regret. I know that your mistakes make you who you are today and it changes you and blah, blah, blah. But I would definitely go back and fix stuff that I regret. If we're not going as deep, I would, get people to sign a match ball from a football charity match. April says, eat fish all the time or get rid of your shoe collection. I'd have to get rid of my shoe collection. I know that's a lot of money, right? But eat fish all the time. I can't. I literally would die. I put a piece of fish in my mouth and I'm throwing up. Getting rid of your shoe collection would just suck. Eating fish would ruin my life. April again says, what's good to 1 mil or Sidemen to 25? I'm sorry. This is selfish. And I know I said the Sidemen and rather have more of my mates celebrate with me. We'll hit 25 mil and I'm like, hey, we hit 25 mil. That's sick. What's good is going to be sick for me, Randy, my brother, Joel, John. There's a lot of us that will be very happy to hit 1 mil. I felt like that's more of a grind to get to 1 mil. 1 mil is like, that's a big thing. Boggo, let JJ name your firstborn. I'm choosing the other. Let Harry name your first. Oh, God. I would let Harry name my firstborn. He would laugh at something and he would say it, but I think JJ would think his name is actually really cool. JJ would say, oh, you know what? Like, oh, I want to call it something mad. And then he would go, actually, no. I'll be fair. I want it to be called something like Vegeta. Harry would choose like a normal name. Pompatino! Never do another podcast with Randy. Never post another main channel video. Ooh. I barely post main channel videos. Admittedly, they are way more creative for me and I do enjoy them a lot. I also really enjoy just meeting up with Randolph and talking shit for an hour or two. I think I'd never post another main channel video. The biggest goal I've had for a long time on that channel was hitting 10 mil. Now that I've hit it, and I've got Sidemen and I've got all this other stuff, I've lost a lot of motivation. I'll come back for sure. Luckily, I don't actually have to do one of these. I would probably go with the main channel vid. Anna says teleport, but it always takes an hour. Or fly, but you go at 2 miles an hour. Teleport, 100%. This ain't even close. If I can fly at 2 miles an hour, I'm using it purely to like, just show off that I can fly. America, teleport. 1 hour it takes me to get from here to LA. 100% teleport. This is dumb. Anna, this is stupid. Hawk Pappy says, go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren. This is a tough one because it's nice to know where like you came from and your ancestry and stuff, but I like you want to see what your family have achieved in the future. Like what have you set your future family up for? Because you could go back in the past and meet your ancestors, but realistically you can find out what who they were or whatever. As the future you will never know. And I know I said earlier in this video that going into the future would ruin it, but if I have those two choices, I'd probably go see my great-great-grandchildren. D Gar says fight 100 duck-sized JJs. Duck-sized, okay, so duck like this big. 1 JJ-sized duck. I'd go 100 duck-sized JJs. A JJ-sized duck would be absolutely terrifying. Could do a lot of damage. Whereas 100 duck-sized JJs feel like if I just, do that, I could kick at least like 3 of them. Then I can run quicker than them, run back, turn around, boot another 3, and just keep doing that. Yeah, I've got to go for the 100 duck-sized JJs. Haley, befriend the most offensive people ever. They check off every ism and phobia in the book. or befriend the most sensitive people ever. Everything is offensive to them and they partake heavily in cancel culture. You're setting me up, Bailey. If they are seriously offensive in that way, as in they are every ism and phobia, I can't be friends with them. So if the one on the left is serious, then I'll choose the right. If you're talking about they can't take jokes and whatever, not you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, let's just move on. Reju says, delete main channel or leave the Sidemen. Delete main channel. I got my 10 mil plaque. That's not the right one, but I've hit 10 mil. I ain't leaving the Sidemen. Jessica says, only film hide and seeks or only film 20v1s. 20v1s are more fun, but it's because we don't do them as much. Gonna go hide and seeks because 20v1s I think would get so repetitive. There's only so much you can make them do or say. Hide and seek, you could do it at endless venues. Fatal says, give it to JJ, receive it from Josh.
You naughty.
I know you've done well here, right? You've done well. Because I'm gonna have to say I would rather give it to JJ than receive it from Josh. I'd rather give it to JJ than receive it from any of them. But I would also rather give it to Josh than receive it from JJ. Look, it's more the fact I'd rather give than receive than the person it is, okay? I'll go back again. Says, have Arcanine as a pet or have a working Pokeball. Have Arcanine as a pet. Not just because Arcanine is the best Pokemon and it would be fucking awesome to have an Arcanine just walking around. Dangerous as hell though, because realistically could just set that on fire. But having a working Pokeball, what would I use it for? I'm not going to throw it at like an actual dog and just trap a dog in a ball. Arcanine is a pet all day, every day. The final one from Thomas. You and Talia have the best wedding day, but everyone else got bored. Or you and Talia have a stressful wedding, but everyone else has a great time. The issue is here, right? I would rather me and Talia had the best day. The wedding is for us, and we have invited people to celebrate with us. But I couldn't have the best wedding day ever if everyone was bored. That right there doesn't make sense, Thomas. Because it would be a stressful wedding if I could tell that everyone is bored. So I can't really answer this. There is no answer because it doesn't make sense. That's all for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this or that. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.